sec. Let's check my stream. There it is. Shit, why is my body
One fight in from Vegas on a spectacular, beautiful night in the desert. Will it be beautiful for Bud Crawford when all is said and done? Will he live up to the expectations as he's in against Brook for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the World? That's coming up later tonight on ESPN as we move forward here on ESPN+. Hey, Dre, for what it's worth, I like guys like Raymond Murataya. I like prospects that can close the show that way. The body work I thought was great.
Yeah, it was the, he landed, heavy body shots, but it's the way he set it up that got me excited. And he's physically strong. So I know people will say, oh, the opponent wasn't good, but I still saw a lot even with the opponent that he had.
Speaking of physically strong, Bud Crawford, no matter when he was at 135 pounds, 140, or what many say, even though he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, a smaller welterweight, he's freaky strong. Freaky strong in there.
He is. I mean, I've literally wrestled with the guy and tussled with him. He's a former wrestler. And I'm a big boy, compared to Terrence Crawford. I'm about 190 right now, and he tries to move me a little bit. And I think that's maybe where Brook is going wrong in this fight. He's talking about how big he is, but bigger doesn't mean stronger.
He also has a bit of an edge to him.
Yes.
This was a recent conversation you had about Bud Crawford flipping that switch.
Talk to me about the switch. The switch that you got to turn on and turn off as a fighter. What is the switch that a competitor and a fighter has to have?
Well, the switch that a fighter have when it's getting close to that time is your life is on the line. I always say you don't play boxing. You can play any other sports, but you don't play boxing. So you'll see them putting on the gloves and you'll just see a whole different energy. It's just like, it's close. Now let's convert to being this monster that you is. And it's war. It's you or me at the end of the day. So now you going time after time, you visualizing all the things that could happen.
Now he gets right into the kitchen. I'm gonna be this.
You visualizing what you gonna do. If this happened, what you gonna do?
You're stepping right to him.
If this happened. So it's going through your mind. Everything is going fast. But once you start walking, tunnel vision. Everything stops. And then once you get in the ring, it's like you at home. Everything is just like, we here. Nothing else matters. Nothing but me and you. Ain't no turning back. Now it's time to show the world why you're #1 in the world. Once that bell ring,
right at home in the ring. That bell rings. You know, he almost has an animal-like quality to him of being the hunter. And this week on social media, this was captured with the two of you. I mean, listen, it's a very small fraternity when you've been the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. But the two of you were together, and he started debating you over what kind of animal he is, what kind of hunter in the jungle he is.
He does it every time. I mean, the thing about being a competitive person is you can't really turn off the switch. You're competitive if you're playing dominoes or, you know, cars or just racing in the street. Like, that's just the way it is. But that's what separates Terrence Crawford. You know, that switch is not really something, that mean streak is not really something I believe you can teach. You either have it or you don't. There's a lot of skilled and good fighters in the sport, but they don't have that mean streak when they get hit or when they're in the fight or flight situation. He has that, and that can be the difference between being good and being great.
Yes, and he's excellent. And 27 opponents have found out that mean streak. Those are the knockout victims. 7 straight knockout wins for Terrence Bud Crawford. Remember, that's on ESPN later tonight. The welterweight championship fight in the WBO against the former welterweight champion, Kell Brook. But we're going to continue along here with our undercard. So we go back ringside to Bernardo.
Thank you, Joe. And Juan Alberto Flores, you said 27. Well, he's 27 years old. He'll be taking on 18-year-old Vegas Larfield. Came all the way over from Australia. He's part of the crew with the Maloney twins, but it's his moment right now. And Mark Chinook has the official introductions from Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return to the action here inside MGM Grand. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you by Geico. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the bantamweight division. Our judges at ringside, Lisa Giampa, Dave Moretti, and Patricia Morse-Jarman. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, referee Celestino Ruiz. Introducing first out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 119 pounds, wearing white trunks with gold trim. He brings a record of 1 win, no losses. His first win coming by way of knockout from Brisbane, Australia, Lethal Vegas Larfield. Across the ring in the red corner. He weighed in at 117.3 pounds, wearing white and gold trunks. He brings a record of 2 wins, no losses, 1 draw. From Monterrey, Mexico, Juan Alberto Beto Flores.
Gentlemen, I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. You're good here. Estamos bien aquí. Te di la instrucción en el camerino que es una pelea limpia y protéjase siempre. Choca, tuck your club. Good luck to both of you.
Vegas Larfield, he's all about Costa Zoo. He made his debut on the Tim Tszyu Jeff Horn card, and then he comes here to Vegas on the Crawford Brook card. But you'll notice a little ponytail in the back. That's in honor of his favorite fighter, Costa Tszyu, one of the best 140-pounders we've ever seen.
Yes, he was.
Oh, nice right hand.
These boys are not wasting any time to go at it.
And Larsfield's first fight lasted 1 minute and 9 seconds. And Flores, well, his only 2-0-1 in 3 professional fights. Ooh, nice right by Flores, though, on the inside.
You know, Flores is sneaky. He's using his legs right now to retreat, but, you know, you can see great timing right there. You see him time that jab.
Not behind the head, not behind the head.
Of Larfield with his right hand.
Stop! Right!
Look at those combinations right there. You see those combinations flying?
Flores is old school. He says, man, I trained at the Redemption Gym. No air conditioning out in Texas, so I'm ready for anything right here.
You know, I hated 4-round fights. You know, in 4-round fights, you must stay on your feet. You cannot afford to get knocked down because it's like you lost 2 rounds already, 10-8 rounds. Think about it. And the only way you can get back into the fight is you got to win the next 3 rounds decisively, or you got to get the knockdown yourself.
Flores effective with the right hand, and here comes Larfield on the inside, and he said he's only 18 years old. I've been sparring grown men to get me prepared for this moment. It's different without headgear, Tim.
It's different without headgear, but the resiliency of an 18-year-old and just the pure guts that, you know, being young you have, man. I call it youthful exuberance, baby. You know, that's what I call it. That juice.
Cuidado con la cabeza. Stop. Hey. Cuidado con la cabeza.
Watch your head was the admonishment from Celestino Ruiz for Beto Flores. Body work once again from Larfield. Now he gets warned for low blows. Nice left hook from Flores as Larfield landed 1-2. This is a firefight early on in round number 1.
I don't know why we get these fights, Bernardo, but I like them. Entertaining for the fans at home.
Larfield digging to the body. He's using the Mexican style against Flores, the Mexican guy from Monterrey.
Well, if you want to slow down your opponent, you